Where to go?
Awesome. Make sure you get yourself.
Do I have to jump over here?
All right. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you guys for showing up this evening. First, you guys know my name is Dean. Tonight, I'm just gonna give you guys an informative speech about my hometown in Minnesota, in New Ulm, Minnesota. The background to this slide is actually that statue right there is a pretty famous statue in my hometown, but I'll get to that later. Starting out, this is what I'm going to kind of go over. I'm going to start off with the location where exactly New Ulm is. I'm going to go over some historical information and some general information. Then I'm going to move into what the climate is during the fall, winter, spring, and summer. Then I'm going to talk to you about some of the attractions and events you can look forward to if you ever visit my hometown. So, New Ulm is located in Minnesota, obviously, which is one of the northern states. It's in Brown County. It's actually closer to the southwestern corner of Minnesota, which the nearest neighboring states are Iowa and South Dakota. Sioux Falls was a pretty big city that we would kind of go to sometimes when I was growing up. It's about 2 hours southwest of Minneapolis, St. Paul, the cities. I never really made it up to the Minneapolis-St. Paul area very often, but I hear it's pretty nice. So some historical information. New Ulm is primarily a German town, a lot of German heritage going on. The founder is Frederick Beinhorn, who's a German, came from Germany back in the 1800s. He founded New Ulm in 1852. It's actually named after the city Ulm, which is in Germany. And if you guys are familiar with the small town in Texas, New Ulm, Texas, as well, that town is also named after Ulm, Germany, as well. Little historical fact: back in 1853, there were steamboats that would come through New Ulm, and they were bringing soldiers up to one of the bases that they were starting, which is north of New Ulm. I forgot the name of the base, but it's in southern Minnesota. The climate. Winter, it's pretty cold. Drops down into like the negative 20s. 12 to 10 inches of snow on average per blizzard. Right now, actually, they're getting hit with a late spring blizzard, and they're expected to get about 2 feet of snow this weekend. Starts to warm up a little bit in the springtime, averaging about 60 degrees, or it could be around 20 degrees like it is right now. Summer, the hottest month is in June, gets up to the high 80s, which is what we're at right now in Texas. The fall, you're looking at some cooler temperatures with not a lot of snow. Got a beautiful fall scenery with the leaves that fall. It's pretty nice. So if you guys ever visit New Ulm, you can look forward to this. So some of the attractions and events you guys can look forward to going to if you're into beer. You got the Schell's Brewery, which has been around since the late 1800s. It was founded by a German, August Schell. They've been brewing beer since late 1800s. Even during the Prohibition, they were brewing beer as well, which is pretty neat. So the statue that I was talking about, which is right here to the left, that was a famous Viking from, I think it was 980 is the time he was living. He would of course raid towns because he was a Viking. But that statue is a statue of him. He's known as Herman the German. It's pretty neat. It's pretty. The picture doesn't do it any justice because it's pretty giant, and it looks over the entire town of New Ulm. The Minnesota Music Hall of Fame is also located in New Ulm, which I just learned that the other day. Evidently, they have a Prince attraction, little Prince attraction there. Prince is from Minneapolis. Makes sense. The Glockenspiel Tower is in the heart of New Ulm. That is a German clock tower. It's operative, it's operational, so it goes off every hour on the hour. Some of the major events that go on in New Ulm are Oktoberfest in October, obviously, lots of drinking, Hermanfest, and the Bavarian Festival. Some of the sources that I looked at when making this presentation. And that concludes my speech this evening.
Are you taking questions?
Do you have a question?
Sure.
Yeah.
So what river is it on? You know, if there are steamboats coming up,
The Minnesota River.
the Minnesota River,
Yep.
and I guess that, does that empty into the Mississippi or something like
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Hermanfest. Is it
Yeah.
also a drinking holiday? Are all your holidays
I got
drinking
money,
holidays?
yes.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Living in Bavarian Fest is too.
Yeah.
Is Ulm in Bavaria?
Yes. No. Germany.
Well, Bavaria is part of
Bavaria,
Germany.
yeah.
Bavaria is part of Germany.
Very, very Germany. That's right.
This dude who founded it, what, do you have any idea like what he did? What was his, was he like a particular profession or something like that? Or he's the guy who founded the town?
I'm pretty sure he fought in a battle.
Okay.
Might have to look
Professional
that up.
soldier, I use a soldier of sorts.
Yeah. I'll have to look that information up, then I'll get back to you with that.
Okay. So is New Ulm, it's not Ulm, it's Ullum.
Ulm.
Ullum?
Yep.
Okay. Is it on like a major, is it on an interstate or something like that, or is it just on like a big US highway?
No major interstate, just a
Okay.
highway.
I was thinking that, like when you showed the map earlier,
Yeah.
if you actually put a dot
Oh, yeah.
where the town is, I think that people would like that.
Nice. I'll remember that for next time. Is the camera still going? You can stop it.
Okay, we have all our guests right here. Just making sure we have video evidence. I'm right here. Camera guy.
How long was the actual speech?